BSc in Computer Engineering and BSc in Computer Science. Now, the degree BSc in Electrical Engineering, it has also it tracks in 4 different areas: electronics, communication, instrumentation, and measurement. And control. Instrumentation, measurement, and control. So then you have in the BSc in Computer Engineering, we have actually a concentration, which is software engineering, plus 2 tracks in artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. For the degree in BSc in Computer Science, this is started in 2019, we have actually 2 concentrations there. We got approval lately on that. It was initially we asked for a track, but then we got approval from the ministry for the concentration in artificial intelligence and cybersecurity for the computer science. Now, also the students in electrical engineering, they can join the AI minor. This is a special minor, which is on top of what they get. They get that minor, which is actually they need 6 courses, additional 6 courses to, which is 18 credit to add that. And this is in addition to what they actually study in the electrical engineering. This minor, unfortunately, not available to computer engineering and computer science because it is part of their degree. Like, for example, there's a track in artificial intelligence, and there is a concentration in artificial intelligence in BSc in computer science. Okay, so this is actually the main about information about the program. There are as you know, there are study plans for each program available that you can see, and it is available on the portal as well. If you go on the portal, there is all the information about the courses, the study plans, the study plan with concentration, and as well as the syllabi for the courses for you to guide. And as you know that the first year is common, and this is really essential that this is a common, so then you can really work through your first year as a freshman, because you have, for example, several courses for all the College of Engineering, but then you have the time also to, during the first semester as a freshman, to decide what you want to do. Okay, so this is really from my side as a presentation for the program, and I'm really happy to answer any question if you want for that one. Okay.
Thank you very much, Doctor. This was really informative. Students, if you have any questions, please, you can raise your hand or you can open the mic and talk directly. Otherwise, you can type down in the chat whatever question do you have. Dr. Kattan, if I may start with the question that usually most of students ask, which is career perspectives for this field or this major. What are the potential opportunities that are there in the coming few years?
You know, it depends. Actually, there are these. By the way, these fields are interrelated. These are not field that is separate. For example, computer engineering, computer science, they are not separated. They are very interlinked. And the only thing about the computer science, it's more towards software rather than hardware. The BSc computer engineering is more toward hardware than software. So you will see these sort of things in the program. Now, in the electrical engineering, it depends on what actually your interest. But there are a lot of fields. You can work in power industry. You can work in electronic industry. You can work in also. We have people in electrical engineering who going on to type of like DIWA, اتصالات, do ADNOC. So you see that the power side. So there are wide variety of career there for these jobs. In the computer side, you can go on to security, information security. Now, by the way, Abu Dhabi Police employing a lot of us, of our graduates. There is also Mohammed Ibrahim Space Center. You saw the latest one on the Mars mission. Now, by the way, I recall from I saw half of the people who were on the computing sitting there, they are graduates from Khalifa University. You see, there are a lot of things that is coming up on the career for those type of majors.
Interesting. We have good amount of students here, so I'm expecting some good questions.
Yeah. So can we take concentration in? Let me start with who is this? Is Abdullah? Can we take concentration in software engineering and track? No, you cannot take concentration and the track. It has to be, you have to decide either concentration, because the concentration required 4 technical electives and 1 free elective. Now, the only available is 4 technical electives. Now, the track in artificial intelligence require 4 technical electives. So you cannot have the technical elective here and technical elective there. So you have to choose 4. So this is not possible. You cannot do that. Okay, that is one question. For the minors, you just go on the portal, because the AI minor, there are several courses related to that. But by the way, one of the courses is common for all. It is object-oriented programming. This is a course which is taken by the electrical engineering and by the computer engineering and required by the minor. There are other courses like, for example, I think it's database. There are some other technical artificial intelligence, introduction to artificial intelligence course. There are other courses, elective, data structure and algorithm. That's a core. So the 2 core courses is object-oriented, data structure, algorithm. Then you have the 1 course to choose from 5 electives part, just only 1. It's like a core course which is related to artificial intelligence, and then there is other technical elective that you have to choose from. So these are available on the portal. If you go on the portal, you go on the minor, you will see all of this. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor. So Shamma's asking, can I take a nuclear minor in electrical engineering?
Yes, you can. Yeah, nuclear minor is, although it is run by different departments, it's not run by us, but I know that you can take the nuclear minor as well from the electrical engineering. Yeah.
Perfect. Shaima, she's saying, I registered on computer engineering software, but I didn't get the declaration. I'm wondering why.
You registered on declaration. What do you mean by declaration? You mean it's on banner? If it's on banner, you need to check with the registration. You follow up with the registration office.
Yes, Shaima, please follow up with registration office. If you couldn't get any reply, you have my email here. You can contact me anytime and I will help you with this.
Yeah.
We have Ahmed asking, if I take the AI track in CE, will it be written in the certificate?
Yes. No. The track, it won't be written in the certificate, but I think the university are working on a way to add it somewhere, either in the letter they give, or it's a sort of that your employer or you, when you apply, you have additional letter than the certificate, because the ministry doesn't accept that the track is shown on the certificate.
Yes, Ahmed, and because I'm with the Career Services Office, we do CVs, we help you doing your CV. You can write that on your CV, which is the first document that the company will see. So you can always add it to your CV.
And there is
yeah.
just there is some, I think the university we talked with Lena last time, that they when they write the letter of the, I think they call it like a graduation letter or something like this. They mention this. They mention that you have a track in AI in artificial intelligence.
Great. Yeah. So Badr is asking, can I take AI minor with computer engineering?
No, sorry, unfortunately, the AI minor, it's not available to computer engineering or computer science.
Great. Abdullah, I saw that we can take either C++ or MATLAB for these majors. So which one is better?
Well, it depends on what you like, but we prefer C++. Because it's quite a lot, but some students, they prefer to have the MATLAB, and the actual outcome for both courses are the same. It is just knowing the basic programming languages, and that's what you have to do.
Great. Shamma, I think, is asking the same question. It is better to take C++ or MATLAB for electrical engineering.
It's the same, even for electrical engineering. It's the same. It is depend on what your interest, what is in the future. For example, if you want to do more toward the programming, like a project, then you maybe go for C++. If you want to just stick with some of the electrical courses and electronic courses, and you have more interest in those with MATLAB programming, then stick with the MATLAB.
Badr, what's the difference between AI minor and AI track?
The difference is, if the AI minor, by the way, it will be in the certificate. You need 18 credits as an addition, which is almost, it takes you, for the department, takes at least extra 1 semester, because these are 6 courses, by the way. Since there is 1 course which is already taken as part of the core, then there are 5 courses left for you. So then one course may be technical elective, it can be there. So then you have 4 courses, so at least 1 semester. So this is what you have. But the track is only, you need 4 courses, 3 technical electives, 1 major elective in the program, and that is all for the track, which is part of your study. But the AI minor is not part of your study; it's an addition to what you are doing. So, for example, if you have a track in electronics, you can have a track in electronics and you can have AI minor.
All right, and Sheikha, she's asking, is there any mechatronics track?
There is mechatronics, not track, but with us there is mechatronic minor. I think that is with the mechanical engineering. They're running that. So you need to check with them what is their rules for that.
All right. And Khamis is asking, is there any extra major courses coming to electrical engineering, or they're going to remain the same 4?
Well, we always update. Look, Khamis, there is nothing is like you see courses keep changing. We have a pool of several technical electives, and we depend on the faculty, and we rotate these courses. For example, 1 year we offer certain courses, the other year we offer the other courses, and so on. So we try to put a wide wide range of courses to fulfill the students' interests. So if you look at the catalog, but we don't offer all of these in technical electives every semester or every year. So maybe we offer some of them is in 1 year, we offer the others in the other year. And that's what, if you can see, I think, on banner, and from last year, you see the variety of courses that we are offering.
And will that be written on the certificate? That's also Khamis asking. You're asking about the majors, Khamis, if they're going to be written on the certificate? Okay, Abdullah is asking, is the job market saturated for electrical engineer or computer engineering?
No, we don't have any saturation actually in the market. Always there is a need, and there is always a new update. And by the way, the companies, they know Khalifa graduates, they are adaptable to any changes, and they are the best in the market, best graduates in the market. I think this is really, it's a positive note that we keep receiving from our employers. And we have a meeting with them almost every year, because this is part of Industrial Advisory Board, and we get this feedback. They say that the Khalifa graduate, they just, when we employ them, they just want to fly.
Perfect.
So
yes,
that's
I believe, Doctor, that if any, these specific majors are actually expanding even more these times in our life, you know.
Yes, they never,
Yes.
we never had any issue in the past. That's what I mean. Always there is something
Yeah.
new, and there's development in these areas.
The main challenge will be is for you guys is to update yourself with whatever is coming in the future. That's constant updating in this field. You cannot
Yes.
just stop by studying and that's it. I'll go on and work. You need to keep on track with what's happening.
Yeah.
So Khamis is asking, what about the accelerated master? Is it easy to take, or it's better to take the electives?
Well, you see, I don't know what you mean by elective, and because the master accelerated master is for students who want a quick access to the master degree while they are students and toward their senior. And this is, by the way, when you get into the senior, you have a very high GPA, and you want to continue. This is a path to really go for that accelerated master. Go to accelerated master. Now, this doesn't affect your way in terms of your study. You can continue with what you've been doing in the undergraduate, or you can think of what is the best for you for your future. You can add something to that by going into accelerated master.
Okay, Hind is asking, if everyone approved my computer engineering major, but it still doesn't show up in banner, does it mean it will show up next semester?
Well, I don't know how this is, but you need to contact the registration for any such issue, because, for example, when you applied for the computer engineering major, it is actually, if you remember, you applied for next semester, which is starting in the fall. If that is what I remember, Hind, is that what is it? What do you mean? Because you applied that you will be registered computer engineering for the fall, isn't it?
Khamis, again, I'm asking about the major electives. That's for the previous questions. Will they be written on the certificates?
Yes. Yeah. Well, sorry.
If the electives will be written on the, you mean the graduation certificate?
No, there is no elective written in the certificate.
Yes.
You don't. This is not in the certificate. The certificate got only the degree. Now
yes.
You have the transcript. In the transcript, you have all courses that you studied is there.
Badr is asking, if I want to continue on AI for my master's, what's the best major path to take?
Well, are you electrical engineering, or you are, if you want to AI minor, for example, electrical engineering, for sure you need to go for AI minor. That's for sure. Now, but if you are computer engineering, then you only have option is the track in artificial intelligence.
Okay. Abdullah's asking, what companies we can do internship for computer engineering?
Now, the companies pool are really so wide that you can see we have an internship office They work out every year with the companies, and we have local and international companies, and they keep changing. They are not the same every year. It depends on the need, and that's how it goes. But most of them, the computing is sometimes even the aerospace industry, the computer companies. These companies they require for computer engineering.
So Abdullah, like, because I'm handling the internship department. See, as Doctor said, we're talking about 600 to 700 companies in our database.
Yes, absolutely.
The point is, you need to know what's your interest. This is a big field. What are you exactly interested in? Work on that, improve your skills in that, and together we will research the best, let's say 5 to 10 companies that can be suitable for you in the future. But you need to work and to know exactly what are you interested in this field. Shamma, what companies? Okay, that's done.
Now, Hind, yes, I think Hind, she says, yes, I applied this semester. Yes. Now, you should see your major if you select the term. So now, if you select your term, for example, next term, which is fall 2021, you should see your major under that, not current, because if you need to change the term. Because that is how it is. If you don't see that, then contact registration office.
Also, before that, Shamma was asking the same question regarding internship. The same answer applies here, Shamma. The focus on, you need to work hard, not to get a company to choose you, but to get yourself to choose a company. And you can do that by having extracurricular activities, by having a good GPA, keep your CV in your mind the whole time. I know you might think it's a little bit early, but that's not right. Think about your CV. What do you want during those upcoming 3 years to put in your CV so that you will be the most suitable one for the company of your interest?
I think Ahmed, he is also asking about, yes, Ahmed, if you are a computer engineer and you finish that, and you can take the accelerated master in computer science. There is no issue on that, because you can select whatever courses you want as long as you fulfill the prerequisite for those courses. This is essential. So you have to know those graduate courses or the master's courses, what prerequisite they require, and then see what you have done.
We have a very good question from Abdullah. I cannot decide between computer engineering or electrical engineering. I don't know what to choose.
It's your passion. I just tell you, Abdullah, it's your passion. What do you like? You like programming, software, hardware, or you like, for example, electronic, power system, transmission. These things you have to keep in mind. What is your passion? I usually, for me, I follow my passion. I'm an electronic engineer myself. I started electronic engineering because I love electronics. And this is how it came up, because usually you will shine and you will prosper when you choose the field that you love.
Students, you might think that this is just talking, but this is really true. You need to focus on your passion. What do you really enjoy? This way you will excel in that area. You are already in one of the top universities. You made it to one of the top universities, a very valuable certificate that you will get once you're done. So focus on your passion now, and then, all the best in the future.
Hello, Ahmad Kahtan, can I add something to this question, please? This is Dr. Nuruddin.
Hello, Nuruddin. By the way, Nuruddin,
hello.
He's the new associate chair for the department, will be, because I'm leaving in June, so he will be there. So thank you very much, Nuruddin. Go ahead, Nuruddin.
Yeah, and this links with the next question of Zainab, which asks about artificial intelligence. can she take it? Be taken along a major, or is it within a major? Okay, we have, I think, answered. You have answered this question, but just wanted to say, but between CE or EE, I mean, computer engineering is related to obviously computer hardware and some of the programmation software, but also if you choose also electrical engineering, you are open to a broader areas of EE, in fact. And that includes electrical power and energy systems, telecommunication systems, and control systems. And all these are used by the industry. However, the students still have a chance to take a lot of background from computer engineering or science into his EE degree, because you are open to then do an AI minor. And also the courses that we offer in EE contain a significant amount of computer programming and so on. So you don't lose, if you do this choice, you don't really lose something, knowledge in computer engineering. So, because computer engineering or even computer science doesn't only serve EE, it serves other areas. It does serve mechanical engineering and chemical engineering. They all use this computer engineering and computer science and so on. And that includes EE. Okay, so that's my answer to that. So it depends. You have a broader choice when you do EE, and you have also a very good software track, artificial intelligence track, and cybersecurity track in CE.
Okay, thank you, Nuruddin, for this addition as well. Now, I think Zainab, she said, is artificial intelligence a full course that can be taken alone or as a major, or it is within a major? No, this is an artificial intelligence is a separate, it's a minor. You see, this is why you need to take extra 18 credits. Now, because we are covering one course which is common, that is the object-oriented programming, then you will need additional 15 credits to fulfill the AI minor, other than your major in electrical engineering, for example. This is how you should think about it. So there are different courses you have to take, in addition to what we are taking for the degree. If you, for example, we have 137 credits for the electrical engineering, then you have additional 15 credits because you already taken one course is there. You have to take for the minor. Okay.
Doctor, do you provide competitions for students in your college? Did we participate in any recent competitions?
Yes, we used to have, before this pandemic started, we used to have really twice a year very active IEEE chapter, very active hands-on experience sessions by the students, and regional competitions, which is in terms of project participation, and international as well participation. We have several before, but you know, when this pandemic happened, everything is really, it's on hold, especially on the international side. Hopefully this will come back again.
Okay. Asma has also something with major declaration. She's saying that they're not responding to her email before 3 to 4 days, submitted a major declaration, and now she wants to, and it's approved by the advisor, now she wants to change it to computer engineering. She's trying to fill the change major request, but when she tried to submit it, it tells her that your current major is undeclared, you cannot change your major. So she cannot change to computer engineering, and today is the deadline.
Don't worry about the deadline, really. I think the deadline may be that this is yes, but we did work out several after the deadline. If it is no online form, we do it on paper form. There's no issue with that. But if you could send me an email, you have my email there. Send me an email, Asma, and I will take it with the registration office. Okay, just to see what is the status, and then how we can go about it. So I know where to approach. Okay, Esma. So then that is done. There was one question I think from Abdullah before that. So let me see. Abdullah said, so EE is broader than computer engineering.
Oh,
well,
sorry, yeah.
It's in a way, EE, yes, it is broader than computer engineering, because when you go into computer engineering, you don't take that broader approach. You have to have either software concentration, and both of them are, for example, other tracks is related to computer engineering field. But electrical engineering, it is broader in terms of the way you want to study. We have several courses, even on the core side. We start even with the programming, because object-oriented programming is a core for the electrical engineers as well. Then we have circuits, devices, electromagnetics, then electric machines. These are some of core courses. Going to higher electronic side, then you come to the technical electives. You can decide which field that interests you most, and then you go with that, or you can select some of them. Power, we have power system analysis, we have high voltage courses, we have instrumentation measurement, for example, the controls. So we have several courses that if you are interested, for example, now feedback control is a core course. So if you are interested in control, you can pursue this onto further with higher level courses in control, and so on. So you have a wide, really, it's like a broader theme courses. It's available for you, Abdullah. I hope this is clear the way for you to decide. And by the way, the first year is common. Even the first semester in the sophomore is common between computer engineering and electrical engineering. So you can then, if you haven't made your mind, you can change your mind at that stage as well. Okay.
Badr is asking, if I took computer engineering with software concentration, what track or minor could get me nearer to AI, or my major itself serves some courses related to that?
Well, you see, if you use software concentration, no, there is no AI onto that, because you there on software concentration, you go on to security, computer security, you go on to database systems, you go into several ways to do with the software side, okay, but you don't have because there's no enough for you to take any other courses. You have 4 technical electives, 1 free elective. All of them should be fulfilled, because the ministry requirement for concentration that you have 5 courses.
Okay, for students who have just joined the meeting, we are going to put a recording for this session on the website of the Majors Day, so you can watch it. There are so many valuable information by Dr. Kattan that was mentioned. Shaima also had the same issue like Asma, doctor. So Shaima, please, as doctor said, you can send an email to him and he will check how to solve it.
Yes, Shaima, do that one, yeah.
Fatma Abdullah, she's asking which one of the 3 majors focuses more on hardware?
Hardware side, well, we have hardware in all of them, by the way, because if you think about computer hardware, for example, you have computer engineering, we have several courses, but if you look at general hardware, because all of them, for example, circuits, they have labs. If you look at the labs which we have now, some of the computer engineering, if you go into computer engineering, their lab are on software side. It's all computing, not hardware. But on the electrical engineering, they're all hardware. You have like, for example, I'll just give you electric machine. Electric machine it's a hardware machine. It's you know, our AC/DC machines. How you run them, how you do a test on them. You have also circuit 2, which is advanced, high advanced circuit. It's a practical one. Now, unfortunately, just to tell you, there are some labs which are, due to this pandemic, it is now turned onto online. version. But it actually is convey the hardware side. But in real environment, going back to a normal environment, it is all hardware. You go into lab. We have test benches and system test, and then you go there. Communication system, for example, is fully hardware. So there are and that's in the electrical engineering program. So it is really, this is in the normal way. If you mean this, then in the electrical engineering we have more hands-on hardware experience.
Okay. Now we have. Okay, where can I find your email? You just highlight his name or put the mouse on doctor's name. You will see full details there about his email. Now, Zainab, what courses can be chosen in order to follow up with the minor of AI, and what is the difference between full AI course and minor AI?
Well, you see, if you want to follow on the there is no courses to follow up from your because it is already part of that. For example, object-oriented programming is a core requirement for you as an electrical engineer, because only electrical engineer can take the AI minor, by the way. So this is course. Then you can go from that. You can look at what courses the additional which you need, additional 5 courses. So the first one that it comes after, which is in the junior year, is data structure and algorithm. This is the core course required for you. Then the artificial intelligence, introduction to artificial intelligence course, after the data structure. Then after that is the technical electives, which is.
Doctor, you got muted. Dr. Katan?
Sorry, I just thought now. I don't know why it's muted by itself. I didn't touch anything.
This is AI.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. So the way really this is how it is there is the AI. It's in the portal. The plan, the study plan, the follow courses. You can see them. Because we separated like the sophomore core courses, then the junior core courses, then the technical electives that you need to select. It's in the portal. If you go on the portal, just go there on academic. Under the departments, you will see under electrical and under the College of Engineering, you will see artificial intelligence minor. Okay.
Khamis, Khamis, you were not late. You attended most of the session. You can watch the recorded video if you want, but just fill up the form, and yes, we will give you the community service hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shame. Okay, now better. Is the consideration part are written on the certificate? Yes, the consideration is written. It is because this is approved. We got it approved from the ministry that you have a concentration in software system, software engineering. So,
okay, Halima, if I have passion in space, what should I choose?
Oh, well, you saw them. Space is hardware, software, computing. So you can be computer engineer. And by the way, all the people you saw them on the on those, as I mentioned earlier, it's half of them electronic engineers and half of them are computer engineers. So it depends on the job, what they want, what they have. So, for example, if I talk about the spacecraft, space design, these are linked now. It's electronics and computer. If you, for example, you have a control, then that is also as computer and electronics. So it's both needed.
Okay, students, I've seen several questions about the certificate and what's mentioned on it. Now, it's very important, of course. Certificate is very valuable, and yes, you should focus on that. But you need to also focus on other things that are like priorities for organizations and companies when they're looking to hire. For example, I had a meeting recently with Microsoft. yes, GPA is important for an internship there, for a graduate program there, but they say the number one that they're looking for is your activities on campus while studying. Were you just focusing on studying and that's it? Or did you participate in events, competitions? Did you gain more skills? Because these skills that you can learn and gain during those coming 4 or 3 years, that will help you equally like your certificate. So yes, when you focus on the major and what is mentioned on your certificate, that's good. But I need you also to focus on what skills you can build up for your career. Think about your passion job or your dream job in the future and research what kind of skills you can obtain from now on to be ready for that job in the future. Okay, so
Abdullah, I think
Abdullah, you have the link. Send me your ID number in the form. Fill up the form, and I'll see if what can we do regarding the community service hour. Maybe I can sing again.
Any other question?
Students, do you have any more questions? Everything is clear?
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, Dr. Kahtan.
Thank you much.
Very interesting.
Yes, thank you very much. But also just give the student that they have. I will write my email here, so then they can see it just in case if they need it for the future. Okay. So then if they need anything, they can contact me. Okay. So I just added my email. So then for them to contact me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you all, and I wish you all the best with choosing your major.
Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care. مع السلامة. Bye bye. Bye.
Salam. Bye bye.
مع السلامة.